Hi, this is Pearl John, and my video is titled Why Use Thin Clients. Here are some key terms. Thin clients. A thin client is a network computer without a hard disk drive, like Chromebooks. They are just terminals to the server and need constant communication with the server as well. It is dependent on the internet and is cloud-based architecture. Thick clients. They are also called fat clients that do most of the processing in client-server applications. Applications like Microsoft Office are usually installed on a desktop or laptop, and it doesn't need constant server communication. Client. It is part of a client-server architecture. Normally, it is an application that runs on a personal computer or workstation and relies on a server to perform some operations. Server is a computer or device on a network that manages network resources. Servers are often dedicated, performing only their server task. Client-server architecture. It's a network architecture in which each computer or process on the network is either a client or a server. Here are some thin client advantages. For the most part, they're streamlined. There's less hardware. It's usually a monitor, keyboard, and a mouse. They don't have to load any software onto the desktop or laptop. It's cost effective because there's less hardware and less software. It's easy maintenance for the same reason. It's user friendly for the same reason. There's less equipment you have to learn. They're easier to diagnose problems and repair for the same reason because there's less hardware. It has a longer lifespan because, well, there's less moving parts. It has better security because there's no local data storage. Here is some thin client writing language and network load. Client-side programming is writing code that will run on the client and is done in languages that can be executed by the browser, such as JavaScript. Server-side programming is writing code that runs on the server using languages supported by the server like Java, JavaScript also, PHP, and Python. Network loads vary depending on how many people are on the system at the same time. So the less people, it runs faster. The more people, it runs slower. So that's one of the things you have to think about when using this system. Where are thin client systems used today? Well, you can find them in government buildings, libraries, business centers, school classrooms, data centers, and cyber cafes, just to name a few. Why? Because they don't take up a lot of space, which allows for more computers so more people can use them. They also don't have CD drives, so you don't have to worry about someone putting in some unauthorized material in there. Some of them you can't save to the desktop, or if you do save to the desktop, once you log out, that information is lost. So that's another thing you don't have to worry about. So that makes it easier for these organizations and safer. So this is my video presentation. Thank you for listening.